He's snubbing the Queen. Harry is slammed for refusing to travel to Britain for Prince Philip's memorial service amid ongoing court battle with Home Office over his security. But he will fly to the Netherlands for Invictus Games just weeks later. Prince Harry will not return for the Duke of Edinburgh's memorial service to be held at Westminster Abbey, but he will fly across the Atlantic to The Hague for his Invictus Games, an event for Army veterans. In April, the congregation on March 29 will see family, friends and dignitaries join together to toast Philip's service. A spokesperson for the Duke on Friday said that he still hopes to visit with the Queen, as soon as possible. Prince Harry has been locked in a high court battle over his taxpayer-funded UK security arrangements. Prince Harry has been slammed for snubbing the Queen after he announced on Friday that he will not be returning to the UK later this month to attend the high-profile memorial marking the passing of the Duke of Edinburgh, but will reportedly head to The Hague for the Invictus Games in April. A spokesperson for the Duke of Sussex on Friday confirmed he would not be leaving his Montecito mansion to attend his grandfather's service of Thanksgiving, which is due to be held at Westminster Abbey on March 29. Harry's lawyers have claimed he does not feel safe coming from across the Atlantic under the current security arrangements after he was told he would no longer be given the same degree of personal protection when visiting from the U.S., despite offering to pay for it himself. But the Duke will fly to Europe for a visit to the Netherlands in mid-April for the Invictus Games, a sporting event for military veterans founded by Harry in 2014. Royal biographer Angela Levin has slammed the Duke as a child stamping his feet over the decision, and said the move was tantamount to blackmail, warning the Duke could use dropping out of major events at the last minute as leverage to secure personal protective security in the UK. Levin warned that although Harry has snubbed the Duke of Edinburgh, but really he is snubbing the Queen, who is still grieving the loss of her husband of 73 years and was only given 15 minutes advance notice of Harry's announcement on Friday evening. He has got this all wrong. If he comes over for a royal event, he gets police protection. What they won't do is, if he goes out with his friends, he gets security. He'll probably use this same excuse to try to get out of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, she said. It's all about me, rather than going out of his way for his grandmother and showing her he cares. He's behaving like a child stamping his feet. Shunning memorial later this month, particularly one which will honor his beloved grandfather, is likely to add further tension to his already strained relationship with his family. The congregation will include family, friends, dignitaries and representatives of many charities and organizations with which the Duke of Edinburgh was associated. The spokesperson added the Duke, who briefly visited the UK at the unveiling of Princess Diana's memorial last July, hopes to visit the Queen as soon as possible. Speculation had mounted that Harry would not be in attendance after the prince started a high court battle over his taxpayer-funded security arrangements in the UK. The Duke launched legal proceedings after he claimed he did not feel safe in Britain without the protection of Scotland Yard officers, who he believes offer superior protection to privately hired bodyguards. Britain fell silent in memory of the Duke of Edinburgh as a funeral marking his life of service, devotion and duty took place at Windsor on April 17. The guest list was trimmed from 800 to only 30 guests amid COVID restrictions, and the Queen sat alone in mourning for her husband of 73 years. The Queen and her family gathered to say farewell to Philip, who died peacefully and was hailed as the grandfather of the country by his son Andrew, cutting a solitary figure at the front of the choir. Near the altar, the Queen sat apart from her children. There was a space left beside her where Philip would have sat. Last year, Harry returned without his wife Meghan and children Lilibet. aged 8 months, and Archie, 2, to attend his grandfather's funeral, which was